Want to see my frog? Whoosh.
Cute.
Look, he's playing a little banjo.
Aww. What inspired you to get that? You just liked it?
I just like frogs and banjos.
Understood.
There's a flower.
Very cute.
There's a butterfly.
And we're live.
Hmm?
Does it show us live?
Yeah.
Happy Saturday.
Doesn't show
Happy
us
Saturday.
live on my end.
Well, I'm watching us right now.
Let me refresh. Huh. Okay. It says we're live.
Okay.
Welcome to the Smart and Sober podcast, episode Dirty Dozen, number 12. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, it does show we're live.
What's going on? Happy Saturday.
So, I have a topic I want to start with, because I want to know how you guys feel about this.
Mm.
Have you heard about the Drake situation?
Yes.
Okay.
The condom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you team Drake or are you team Instagram model?
Team neither.
Explain.
Probably doesn't
It's
interest
weird.
her. Yeah.
It's weird on both sides,
Agreed.
I guess. And it's, I guess, only like unlawful in any way in my eyes on her side and not on his, which is weird because she's the one suing him.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm more in Team Drake, just because like this has been going on in the business for a long time. I've heard, like, it's not the first time that video model from back in the day, or what you would call video vixen, and now they're IG models. Like people have been trying to do that to like celebrities, like male sports stars, or like rappers or whatever, for a while. I would say it's a weird way of how he's trying to fix it by putting hot sauce. I would think like some people just take the condom and like flush it or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
Right.
flush condoms.
Also true.
I love the memes that are coming out because like they make it seem like he has a Taco Bell sauce pack like in his wallet at all times.
She's ready.
I've been seeing those
That's what it
memes.
seems like.
Yeah, on TikTok, it's like they'll play, like, they have a Drake song that plays, and then it's him like putting the Taco Bell in his like the sauce pack in his wallet. He's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go out now." I don't know. It's I mean, it's just like she got caught, and like I don't know what she's like, what the law is for that against Drake, because it's like, is it considered his property since he has to use the condom?
I would imagine.
Like, it's not like she's putting on the condom. He's putting on the condom. And he can do whatever he wants, and it's his semen. I mean, he could do whatever he wants with his semen. If he wants to put hot sauce tapatio, some shit.
Wait,
like,
what is the law? What is she suing for?
I think she's suing him for like physical harm,
For like
maybe?
damages, yeah, because she had to go to the doctor and stuff.
Yeah, because she
"Why
like
is it
put it
burning?"
in
Because she
her,
put hot sauce up her own vagina?
hot sauce semen. What's some hot semen?
Okay, my first question is, I have never seen a hot sauce that is clear. Have you?
Have you never
So-
seen a what?
Hot sauce that is clear. So
Yeah,
when you put it in there, you can see that it's red.
if she,
right?
yeah, like, I'm assuming she had to use like a turkey baster or something to get it out. She could have just poured it.
What?
I don't know. I seen
No, but I'm
I
saying,
seen
like,
one
if she-
show where they did this, like the scenario, and the girl had like a turkey baster.
Yeah, but I'm saying when she pulled the condom out from the trash, did she not realize it was red?
Yeah, that's
Liquid?
what I was wondering. I'm like, what do you think? Like, he's just like, oh well, he probably has like kidney disease or some shit. Let me
No,
just.
I've seen some like really, really, really hot sauces that are just like clear with like a little bit of like green, like the flecks from the pepper. So there's got to be a way that you can make it clear enough to where if you mix it with something else, you
Yeah, but I
wouldn't
don't
be
think
able to tell.
I don't know if he would do that. Like, would he really go that far to get like clear stuff? I don't know. I'm with you, Amanda. I'm kind of team no one. petty me, says Team Drake, because I'm like, if that bitch wanted to do that, like, haha, fuck her.
Well,
At the
Drake's
same
a
time,
groomer, so I'm not gonna put myself on Team Drake.
yeah.
She's suing, not suing him for like anything harmful. She's suing him for defamation. Says suing him under defamation for invading her privacy and using her name and likeness and defamatory. Wait, what? That can't be what
Oh.
she's suing him for.
Yeah, what?
So did she do this and then go public with the fact that?
No, I'm looking at another woman that's sued him before.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's like, that
Drake
doesn't make
sells
any sense.
from. I'm trying to find that. I wonder if I just put hot sauce and condom, it will like bring up. Oh, it did. It's top story. Okay, cool.
Of course.
Uh,
I'd imagine like bodily harm or something like that. But either way, like, they're both fucking wrong. She shouldn't have done that in the first place. Because that's awful.
And
He should
disgusting.
have just taken the condom with him. Like, what's wrong with just taking it with you? Like, you don't have to be that petty to, like...
Yeah, it almost
question
seems like a if you're gonna do this, I'm gonna hurt you kind of a thing.
Yeah. And again, like, deep down, like, petty means like, haha, you deserve it. But she doesn't. Like, granted, she did something really stupid, and I don't agree with what she did in any way. But you don't have to be that petty. Like, you could have just taken the condom with you. Or, like, put soap in there or something. Like, there's other things to put in there.
Okay, rinse it out, throw it away.
Yeah, something. Like...
I'm just reading this, and this is funny. So Drake went into the bathroom to put on a condom. Prior to the two getting intimate and they were done, the hotline... Jesus Christ. The hotline bling artist then went to the... Why did they have to put that in quotes?
I don't know.
The hotline bling... Like, first of all, that's an old-ass song. I don't know why you would get a recent one.
That's the only Drake song they can think of.
Right.
Really? Out of all the Drake songs you can think of, Hotline Bling is it? This is where things started to take a turn for the weird. The model reportedly used the bathroom after Drake and then proceeded to pour the contents of the condom into her genitals. Also, she just grabbed it, poured it in.
Yeah.
She immediately experienced a burning sensation and started to scream, causing Drake to run to the bathroom and see what was going on. He then told the model that he poured hot sauce from a packet into the rubber to try and kill the sperm, should the model try to get pregnant from the artist. So she's reportedly trying to sue Drake for booby trapping the condom, and she even posted pictures of her inflating other regions on Twitter as proof. First, it's important to mention that this story is more than likely a rumor. Drake hasn't commented on the Tabasco fiasco.
Oh my god. You really have to say that? Come on.
That's what they wrote.
Tabasco fiasco.
Second, there really isn't any scientific evidence that she just hot sauce could kill sperm. If Drake was so concerned with sexual partner attempting to get pregnant from a condom he ejaculated in, why didn't he just wash it with soap and water? The story makes it seem like the certified lover boy rapper is constantly on the lookout of folks thieving his seed so he could just carry around some spermicide.
Wait, excuse me.
Yeah.
His seed.
If the story is true, then the only reason it
I'm
seems Drake
sorry,
would put hot sauce
what?
into the condom is to see whether or not the woman in question would go and try and get pregnant behind his back. Whether or not the rumor is true, Twitter has been having a field day. So we don't know if this is even true.
True. I would imagine it is. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I
it
mean, but
wasn't
then
true.
again,
Wouldn't he just have come straight out and denied it?
What was that? You were
Wouldn't his team have just straight up denied it if it wasn't true?
Well, he hasn't commented yet, so we don't know yet.
maybe
You know,
because it's like a legal case, they don't want to say anything.
Maybe it's too hot of a take to handle. I mean, it's a Tabasco fiasco. You know?
Oh my
Yo,
god.
Tabasco fiasco, dude.
God
Either way,
damn.
if it is true, they're both fucking stupid.
I just want to I want to hear the like if it's true the reasoning of like where did he get the idea for the hot sauce and the condom? Like who
I'm
did he
sure from
hear
someone
that
else.
from? Where they're like, "Yo, fam, best way to kill the sperm, hot sauce, man. You get a little bit of
Hot
Taco
sauce.
Bell hot sauce, tobacco, or
Make her
what
get
is it,
lost in the sauce.
tapioca, whatever it's called, tapatio."
I thought you were gonna say tapioca.
That's what
I
I
was
thought too.
I
I was
was
like, what?
about to say tapioca. Maybe that works too, tapioca. Pour a little tapioca in the
Yes.
condom.
Oh my god. I don't know. I just
I-
thought it was crazy. Like, what
But
a
like,
far-fetched story.
who's the one losing in that story? Like, I feel like it's the girl. Like, it's like, well, one, you're trying to like underhandedly get pregnant to hold the baby.
Yeah, she just
against,
kind of
like,
outed herself.
Yeah, like
Like,
you.
just be embarrassed and move on.
I think your
don't-
career's a little bit done. Like, who's gonna like if your whole thing is like I'm assuming that there was some like deal done where with Drake and that and her to like hook up. There's probably not gonna be you're not gonna get any exposure. Like
And no
all the
one's gonna want to
people.
hook up with her now.
Yeah, like all the like if you're trying to bag a rich guy. The rich guy's gonna be like, nah, man, the moment I have sex with you, you're gonna grab that condom and like just pour it in your genitals.
Damn, what a weird thing to be known for.
Imagine now when she does like have kids, gets married, if they ever find out who she is,
Oh
like
my
the
god.
friends at school, bro, that kid,
Oh, yeah.
that's the start of a villain backstory, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel bad for her because she's a dumb bitch. I don't feel bad for Drake because he's a dumb bitch. Like there's better ways that they both could have handled that. She shouldn't have done it. He should have done something different. But I still think it's kind of funny.
I don't see where Drake would want her. Like it's weird, but it's like, hey, he could do
Because he
whatever
did it purposefully to hurt her.
You
Yeah,
think
he
Or
so?
did it.
not
You think-
necessarily
Yeah.
a her, but whoever would do that.
So
Like,
it's
it is with malintention.
Okay, so are you? So to me, it sounds like when you're at a job, right, and you know somebody's eating your food at like another coworker, so you put like laxative in that shit, knowing that somebody's gonna eat your shit.
Yeah, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal
Yes.
now? I feel like that wasn't illegal
Yes.
before.
Is it though? Because it's technically their food. They can put whatever they want into it.
Yeah.
No, because the case is always going to be that you did that intentionally, knowing that someone else was going to eat it. You did it with the intent to harm somebody.
Yeah, I
You're not going to
guess.
put that shit in your own food and then eat it and hurt yourself.
I don't know. What if you're constipated?
There's always going to be a case against that. You're not allowed to just put
Yeah.
drugs in your food and then expect someone to eat it. It's still illegal.
Yeah.
Because you're still intending to harm someone. Is it illegal to steal someone's food? I mean, not really, but outside of a work scenario, just taking it from an open fridge to steal something, yeah, that's illegal as well, but neither of them are okay. He could have gone through other methods, especially as a fucking bajillionaire, to dispose of a fucking condom other than hurting somebody.
Dude,
Yeah,
could
no,
literally
I agree
just
with that.
pay a guy to stand outside his door.
He
finishes
literally
up-
could have a condom guy.
Yeah, finishes
a,
up,
a bodyguard.
brings the
like,
condom, puts it in his hand, get rid of this condom, secure it, secure the package. I don't know.
Yeah, it's slimy on both ends.
It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
fuck them
though.
both.
The Tabasco
It is funny.
fiasco.
Like,
Well, don't. You might get hurt, but
Yeah,
yeah.
one might try to get a baby out of you. The other one, your nether region's gonna be inflamed.
I would like neither of
God.
those things.
I'm choosing to believe that she took the condom and she had to have known about the hot sauce. Like, hot sauce has a smell, Like, you don't open up
Well-
that condom and you're like, oh, that smells
That's
normal.
the thing. I'm wondering.
Yeah, but
like,
I don't think she went in there and like assessed the situation and like smelled the condom and looked through the condom.
like if
I
this is-
imagine she went in there, probably lit as fuck, and was like, "Holy shit, this is
True,
a
she
gold
probably was
mine."
drunk. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she probably was drunk.
she just grabs it, puts it. Yeah, that's true. She just,
Yeah,
it
as
just
fast
says
as she could, so
grabbed
she
it.
doesn't get caught in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, man. At some
Dumbasses.
point, like you're grabbing the condom, even when you're picking it up, right? You're grabbing it out of the trash. You still got to position yourself to put it in you. At one point, you got to look at it. Like, there's no way.
But when would you expect someone to dump hot sauce into a condom? She had sex with a man like 3 minutes prior to this. That condom was inside of her. Why would she expect that?
I don't know, man. It's such a weird story. There's so many questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
so many questions.
I want to ask
I'm curious
Drake,
to see how it plays out.
I want to ask Drake, which consistency of hot did you get on the hot sauce?
Yeah, was that Verde?
Did he pick
Fire?
up a Diablo
Diablo?
sauce? Because then that's real fucked up, bro.
What's the plate?
I can understand a mild, you know what I mean? You know, just scare him, like let it hurt a little. A Diablo, you're killing somebody, bro.
No, Diablo's mostly paprika. I feel like that's probably the safest.
I'm curious, did he grab the hot sauce on the way to the bathroom? Did he just have it in the bathroom prior?
I like the idea that he just carries it in his wallet like a condom.
But he's naked, right? Like, he goes to the bathroom naked unless he puts on all of his clothes.
Maybe on his way there, he grabbed his pants and his wallet was in his pocket.
Maybe this is such like an occurrence thing that he has the hot sauce packets like ready in the bathroom.
Yo, it's planted. He's got it behind his ear.
Goes in, like it goes in the bathroom, opens one up, pours it in there. I'm done. I'm good.
He taped it under the counter prior.
He's got one of those capsule lockets, but just the hot sauce in it.
Oh my god, both fucking
idiots.
Speaking of crazy shit like that, because I want to keep it on the same topic. Have you seen the Pokimane and Gideon thing going on?
Oh, I don't think so. Is this about her being banned?
No, this is she got after she got banned, right? She was like streaming, and this one guy, he's I think he's new to Twitch, like he's on TikTok and YouTube, he does like prank videos. And he was on Twitch, he got verified, and he just sent like a hate raid to like Pokimane's channel, and I guess Pokimane got him banned, like because like she like stopped streaming everything, and she was pretty upset, and then the next thing you know, like she was banned, or he was banned, for like 14 days. And he just started bringing up like old clips of her saying the N-word, and like and it like she hasn't really said anything like bad. Like she said, she came out with like a statement, I think I saw, saying like, you know, she's not racist, she's never said anything racist before, or any racist like anything in a racist tone, or you know what I mean. And the weirdest thing I've seen though is like I've heard some of her like viewers or like supporters are coming on me like, well, she can say the N-word because she's like 10% Moroccan or some shit. And I was just like, people have been blowing up on that, like just her viewers, like her fans, because they're making any excuse for her to like say the N-word. But I think she herself is like trying to apologize about it from it being so back in the day. Like it was like long before she was like big in Twitch. She was like still in like, it looked like she was in like a really small room in a house, like nowhere near where she is now. You know, it's been like, I don't know, it's like all over YouTube right now, all the videos that they're making about it.
She got banned?
She got banned because she was watching Avatar, The Last Airbender on stream, and they gave her a DMCA, I think.
Yeah, like a fucking idiot.
I don't know if it's true or not, because apparently Toast did the same thing, but he staged it and had somebody else write the DMCA knowing it's fake.
Yeah.
And then he really didn't get banned. He just was like, it was just like, he said he was trying to scare people from broadcasting anime. And then Hassan did the same thing where he faked his for doing Hell's Kitchen. So I don't know. That's a weird thing what they're doing. Like they're kind of tiptoeing the line on trying to push the boundaries on the whole what they can stream. And they're trying to like stream all like TV shows, and I don't know how that's gonna work, because I feel like
it's not.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be something's gonna come down with like the TV industry or whatever. They're gonna come and like just like wreck everybody, which is shit when it comes to like.
Well, it's gonna be the same thing that happened to YouTube years ago.
Yeah, with the apocalypse.
Yeah. Like I don't know why Twitch thought that they were different. You know, well, not Twitch itself, but like streamers on Twitch.
Yeah, the streamers. Well,
Like,
I've heard the argument that on both sides, like they shouldn't. Obviously, they shouldn't even attempt this. Like people, like the smaller streamers are saying, like it's harder for them because no one's gonna ban indefinitely. The bigger streamers, they do it. They get banned for like 4 or 5 days. They come back even bigger stream because everybody wants to see what they say after they got banned.
yeah, and people are saying that Pokimane did it like on purpose because she just wanted to take a break and wanted an excuse for it. But I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But and then I hear the other argument where some people are saying that, oh well, they're creating new content because they're reacting to it, and even then they're giving exposure. Like they were saying, like Hassan showing Hell's Kitchen is giving him a lot of exposure. For what's it called? Like he's giving Hell's Kitchen. Like people wouldn't be rewatching it if it wasn't for him. I don't know about that because every time I happen to find a clip of it, I end up starting to watch episodes. Like Hell's Kitchen itself would make me want to watch it because it was just so crazy. You know, it wouldn't be because I'm watching it because of a streamer. Really, I didn't even know they were doing that. Because for the longest, I thought that that was like you're not supposed to do that. So it's crazy that they're trying.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I don't know why you would do that in the first place. I would never risk
See
my reputation.
YouTube people do it too. They do like reaction, but it's a little. I feel like it's a little different. There's a timer on how long they're showing scenes, and
Yeah, and they're not watching the whole thing.
Yeah, they're not watching. They're showing clips of how they're reacting to certain parts. You know what I mean? They won't show the entire episode. Like there are some people who used to do that, but I think they got in trouble. But like people that I watch for to see their take on certain things and they show a reaction, they're like it's not the entire episode, and even then they have like a fair use timer on like the side where it says how long they're using it, and it's like under a certain amount of time that they're able to show. But like Twitch's side, they're just kind of watching. Like I've seen clips already of Hassan watching full Hell's Kitchen videos or Kitchen Nightmare, and he's like just eating, like having lunch,
Yeah.
and just sitting there, just watching. And it's like, I don't think, yeah, like I don't know how that's transformative. Like,
It's not.
I
That's
mean,
the point.
he can.
It's not.
Here's the thing. I don't mind. I don't. Now that's not to say he can't go to court with them if like they try to battle him and he try to prove that it is in some way. Like he has a right to do that. But from my own, I'm just like, you just kind of seem like a guy that's just watching eating. Like I'm not. I'm not seeing a big difference. Like and then you don't even like. I've seen like one stream while I was working, I was just seeing like they were like doing like a some street or some YouTuber showing like examples and everything. He was doing a long video about it, and he showed like he would go from one episode right to the next with like no explanation of his take or anything. Like these YouTubers, when they watch an episode, like the first 10
They're
minutes,
reacting.
yeah, the first 10 minutes is probably the reaction of the episode, and then it's like another 10 minutes of them explaining what they thought, things that they saw, their take, you know, and they're giving like more like information on how they're seeing it at the end. But I don't really see that with, you know, when Twitch is in. Like they finish an episode and they go right to the next one, and they're just watching for like an hour and a half. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. I feel like that's gonna turn out
It's
badly.
gonna turn out real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
gonna
gonna
be
turn
real
out
bad.
badly.
Yeah, don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
It just, I think it would just be easier if Twitch found a way to work with like the music industry and the TV industry if like they wanted to do that. Like they have something like that with Amazon. They're the Amazon Prime thing where you can do a watch party with your streamers or with your viewers.
Yeah.
But they would have to have it and everything, and I understand that part. Like but that's a good avenue. I just feel like if they were to expand that a little bit with the music too, because they have like the Twitch soundtrack thing where it just plays nothing but DMCA free music. But it would have been better if like if they really want people to like play music that it's like on the radio and everything. I guess they have to just work some deal out with like said, you know, music companies like, you know, Sony Music, Sony Records or shit like that.
Well, and Twitch is going to face backlash, but the next platform that's going to face backlash is is TikTok, because apparently a lot of people on TikTok are just putting like full movies and episodes on TikTok.
Yeah, that's a big thing now. I
Well, that's how
actually,
So
YouTube used to be too.
yeah, YouTube used to
yeah,
be like that. YouTube is still like that. Like, I don't know if you've heard of, there's this one anime guy. I forgot the name, but it just happened like a month ago. He does reviews, like
oh, we
very,
talked about this.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He does very extensive reviews on like anime, like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and everything. And they flagged all, like almost all of his fucking shit. And he didn't really. He had like seconds of episodes just for like for explanation's sake of what he was talking about, or like images of the manga panels and everything. But they like, but you can go like, as much as they say, oh, well, you're showing like stuff from Dragon Ball Z that you're not supposed to. You can, like, the newest Broly movie from Dragon Ball Super is up on YouTube, like fully. You can watch it. So it's kind of weird that like they punish some things for some people, and like you can fully watch it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not punishing those people.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But yeah, I've heard that TikTok's doing that. I actually saw a couple of them today. Like, somebody was playing like full episodes of an anime, and they had like episode 1, episode 2.
Oh my
Somebody was
god.
playing what was it? It was Kingsman. I forgot the full name of that. The Gentleman's, like, I forgot. You know that movie, Kingsman?
Yeah, yeah.
They were playing that full movie, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't like that.
Just like you watching the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, well, I'm broadcasting it to like friends. I think that's different. Like, if you give me the DVD, right, and I have a friend over and they watch it, is that really as harmful as I have 13,000 people watching me? I don't know. Are we breaking the law when we're doing that? If we have a friend come over and they don't own the DVD and they watch it, are we breaking some fair use
I mean,
law?
you're not even watching it on the platform though.
Well, I'm saying in like, if I buy the DVD, right? Let's say I bought Far From Home, and then Manda comes over and watches it, but she doesn't have Far From Home. She hasn't bought it. Is that like,
As long
am I
if
breaking
I'm
fair
watching
use?
it on your DVD with you, then it's fine. If I were to copy your DVD and take it home with me and watch it, it would not be fun.
I just remember those commercials
Yeah,
in the
that's the
beginning of
difference.
movies. If you steal a movie, it's like stealing a car. Remember those?
Yeah, but obviously it's completely different. I would never steal a car, but man, I'll watch illegal movies. Like, I'll do no problem.
But they're very, like, if you think about it now, it's like, it's in a way selective, because you can still download a movie. Like how we watched that movie, it was downloaded. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? But they're not going to really come after you for that, you know? They're not going to enforce that law heavy. But if we were some streaming service, we made a streaming service and we downloaded the movie and started streaming it for everybody, then we're going to get in some hot water. For sure. They're going to be like, how many people did you shoot? 13,000? Oh, no, fuck that, bro. That's 13,000 people we just lost. 1-2 people we don't give a shit about. So it's like kind of like, I bet you there's streamers that probably are broadcasting or watching some show on what's it called, on their Twitch channel, and they probably got like 5 viewers. Like, are they gonna go after them? They probably don't even see that channel. They're probably not even, they don't even know that channel's doing that, unless, I don't know, if there's some, is there some way that, I don't know, that the Twitch can figure that out. I know they have like an ID content system where if you play music, it'll get, I don't know. I forgot how Twitch does everything. I don't know. I think of YouTube and I think it's the same thing as Twitch, but I know it's different.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like, again, if you're broadcasting to people, it's different, because they're getting it for free.
I just wonder what's gonna happen, because like, apparently I've heard from the political streamers that I've been watching on their takes. Some of them say that most likely they're just gonna end up suing the Twitch or the streamers doing it, because the way Twitch has it is like, they technically can't ban you because of it. It has to be something that is sent to them by the person, by the company, like a DMCA, and then they take action. But they can't like before ban you, because then I think it's like acknowledgement that they know they're doing something wrong, and then that opens them up liability wise. Because then when they go to court, they're gonna say, "Well, Twitch banned them, knowing that they're doing something wrong. So like they're letting this happen."
Yeah, it's the whole liability thing.
So I don't know who they go at. Like, do they go after Twitch? Do they go after streamer? Like, who do they end up going after? Like, who's gonna bite the bullet on this? Somebody's gonna end up biting the bullet.
It's a streamer. It's gonna be the streamer. That's how it was with YouTube. YouTube didn't face any backlash. It was the people who were doing it.
True. Yeah. They were just like copyright claiming everything and taking all the revenue.
Yeah. Well, and they also took a couple of people to court. Like
Mhm.
that's how it went. It was just crazy.
Did they take? I thought it was like they take the revenue, and if they appeal it, then they got to go to court. But then again, the YouTuber, are they gonna spend all that money to go up against like big ass
Big companies. Yeah. I wouldn't.
Like these
You don't
companies
lose.
that were like copyright claiming were like Sony Records, Atlanta Records. Like it's just like when it came to the music, like it was like big fucking companies. These are not like little companies.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like some dude that made a song and was like, "Yeah, I'm copyright claiming." Like, no, these are like fucking big ass companies that
Yeah.
have
People that have lawyers that work
lawyers
for them.
on top of lawyers on top of lawyers that can go to court for you.
Give me a second. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Amanda, I was talking to a friend about the tattoos. I don't know if anybody knows what me and Amanda are getting hopefully tattoos in the summer. We're getting Attack on Titan ones. And they're giving me a really good argument that we should get the rose ones. I still can't agree to it though, because I just don't want to get their regiment.
I guess it's like the second best, right? Like
Yeah.
it's better than being like the military police.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know how Scout is gonna look as a tattoo. Cause it's just like it's not even pretty wings, it's just like blocks. Like little blocks. Like I don't know how it's gonna look. Which might push me to get the Garrison. Also, I still think Garrison, those roses and the shield all red would look so pretty.
I
I don't
was
know.
I was actually looking online to see if like anybody had the tattoos, and I saw one guy has it, like the wings, but it looks like he put like a lighter shade, so it pops more. Cause like the actual logo is like super dark, like it's like dark blue on the ends and shit, and it's like it's almost all black if you look at it in the dark.
I've never gotten a tattoo.
Me neither. It's gonna be my
Me
first.
neither.
Yeah, okay. I haven't seen anything or been through something that like makes me want to get one.
Oh,
you
there's
know?
so many tattoos I want to get. Well, I'm definitely gonna probably get 2 tattoos when I go with Amanda. I'm gonna get that one with her, and then I'm gonna get the.
I have so
third
many
tat-
tattoos now that it doesn't matter. Like one day I was really stressed out, and so I got this chamomile on my arm
Oh, that's
to
nice.
keep me calm.
Yeah, that's cute.
My first tattoo is this tiny little sun, because I wasn't sure if I was brave enough to get a real tattoo.
My biggest
So-
worry is ink packs or ink sacs, because I saw somebody on TikTok. They got the Naruto one in the stomach, the seal, and then there was an ink sac on the middle.
If you get something really, really, really big and deep, the only like if you got a blackout piece on your arm or on like a fatty part of your stomach or maybe underneath your arm, I feel like maybe it would be a worry. But for tiny little fine lines like we're planning on getting, absolutely not. You could leave a fine line and not even take care of it afterwards, and it's gonna be fine. Because after a couple of years, it's gonna look like shit anyways unless you get it touched up, and
Yeah.
it's gonna heal in like a week.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get that seal on your stomach, a 7-hour tattoo with lots of black work, then maybe that would be a worry. But I've got some pretty big tattoos, and The worst thing is the ones on the fattier parts of my arms got really, really, really scabby despite washing them like 6 times a day.
Ugh. So I'm getting the Attack on Titan ones, and then I'm getting Fairy Tail, the logo on my arm. Probably my right arm. Right on my shoulder.
That'll be cool.
hmm I don't know where I'm gonna put the Attack on Titan. I don't know how big it will be too. Like I might make
That's
it
how
like
big you want it to be.
yeah, I might make it like nice and like not small, but I don't know where I'd put it. Maybe on my forearm. I don't know. I'll have to
Put it right on your face, right on your forehead.
right on my forehead. Yeah, that's exactly how they look like in the anime. All of them have it stamped on their foreheads, so you know what group they're in.
That's perfect.
I feel like I get mine like right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
I wonder if I feel like I want to get mine because I want to like I want to get a one-piece one near on my chest, but like a small one like around there, like the Straw Hat logo.
I do. If I get Garrison, it's definitely gonna be all red, and all reds are very known to just fade fast as hell. So I don't want it to be somewhere. Like I don't want like if I want the opportunity to cover it after the red fades, I would like it to be somewhere that I could put anything. Like if it's right here and then it looks like shit, what am I gonna cover that with? That's not just gonna
Yeah.
take up my whole arm.
I didn't know
So.
red fade because I'm the Fairy Tails at one. I'm getting red. Like
Well, if you get it touched up every year, it'll be fine. But it's
Okay.
definitely gonna be one that needs to be touched up.
Okay. Yeah, those are probably my first two tattoos. Then I don't know. I don't know when I'll get another one. I'll eventually get another one. I just don't know when. Probably again if Manda comes down, I'll just get one. That'll probably be the ritual every time Manda comes. We get tattoos.
That's nice though.
You coming?
Nah.
Wow, cool. You
She
just
doesn't
don't.
love us.
You don't want to come to Florida?
Do I want to spend the money on a plane ticket just to come and get a tattoo? Nah.
Well, I mean, you would be there more for.
You don't have to get the
more than
tattoo.
Yeah.
So I was at brunch today with my 3 coworkers who I've talked about before.
Oh
They
yeah.
asked me to brunch. It was fun, and they were talking about how we need to go to Miami, or everyone needs to go to Miami. And the one girl was like, "Yeah, I'm 3 more trips to Miami, and then I'll be ready to settle down." I was like,
3
What?
more trips to Miami.
"Yeah." I was like, "That's."
What is she doing when she
Okay.
gets to Miami?
She's fucking.
Okay.
Why does she have to do that in Miami?
I don't know. It was kind of weird. I was like,
She-
maybe I'll.
She just
go to
likes the Miami
someday.
men, bro.
I get. Well, yeah. She just said like everywhere you look, there's hot guys. I was like, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a very different experience in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing hot guys and hot girls, but like, I mean, it's a melting pot. You're seeing everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like you
I
can
don't
go
know.
into any like high populated area, you'll see hot guys.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
any city.
Yeah, and we live in Phoenix, so I was like, oh,
You're not that
That's a
far from
weird thing to
California. Like, you go to California too.
yeah. It's just weird. It's like that's a weird thing to like say you have to be at Miami a few more times before you're ready to settle down. Like, what does that mean?
Maybe she's trying to get on the Bang bus. That goes
God,
through
I
Miami.
hope not.
That goes through Miami.
No. Ew.
Hey, I
used to
know
lo-
because I seen it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that hard to spot. Like, the girl comes out of the van and is like trying to ask guys to go in. Like, yeah, I actually seen it happen.
Because you were on it, right?
I mean, have you seen me in a porno?
I don't know. I don't watch all pornos.
Oh, well, go check out the Bang Bus series and then see if I was on there.
When I was younger, and when like Pornhub and stuff wasn't a thing, I would watch like the little clips of the Bang boat. I don't know why I chose the boat over the bus. I like the boat over the bus more.
They had a boat?
Yeah, Bang boat.
See, I got into Bang Bros until I found out that there was fucking like, websites that you could watch porn for free. Then I was
Yeah,
like,
no. As soon as
well,
I found
what's
that out, I was like, hell yeah.
yeah, because my buddies when they show me about it, it's like, yo, you want to see like here's porn, Bang Bros, and I'm like, oh, so how do you watch full videos? You gotta pay for that. I just watch previews. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I would do. That's what I would do before free shit became. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just watch the free promos, like 30-second promos, and I'll watch a couple of those.
I remember when they used to when I first saw it and I saw the pricing, it was like $29.99 for like the membership.
Yeah, I was like, holy
And
shit, what the fuck?
I forgot who was like somebody was I was helping somebody with their budget. It was a friend of mine because he had gotten a new job, and in his budget he had the Bang Bros as the fucking like
Oh
it
my
was right under
God.
Hulu and Netflix, and I'm like, do you really need this? Like, do you need to pay for this? He's like, it's just high quality porn. Like, I was like,
my
oh,
God.
sure. And I'm like, well, and then I looked at the price. I'm like, wait, that's Bang Bros, like that old website. And he's like, yeah. It's only $9.99 now. I was like, damn, that used to be a lot more. Maybe they're not making enough money.
Yeah, I guess. Apparently, the casting couch guy is here in Phoenix. It's like where he does it.
Phoenix.
Well, it was always in Phoenix. Like he would get like
Oh.
ASU people and stuff. Yeah, he lives in Phoenix.
Yeah, I only knew about Bang Bros being around Miami just because the one time I saw a Bang Bros video, they were in Miami, and then a friend of mine was like, yeah, it's. I don't know how much they are now. I just remember we were on Washington Drive in Miami, which is like right by Ocean Drive, I think. It's right by the beach. Like we're just like on a street where there's bars,
Mm-hmm.
and the van was there, and it was just a girl that was like half naked and like talking to guys like, hey, you want to come for a ride and things like that,
Oh,
and then one guy just like hopped in there. I guess he was the lucky one.
did I ever tell the story about the porn that I found on my dad's computer?
I think I have a similar story of the porn that I happened to press play by accident and he didn't take it out of the VCR.
I think you told that one. This one,
It's really weird.
I would use my dad's like laptop to like, I don't know, to use. And I'm very nosy, or at least I used to be, and I like would go through all of his files and stuff, and he had 2 files saved that he had like downloaded. And I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, because you know how porn was back in the day, like it would just put shit on your computer. And there was one that I watched, and it like imprinted on me for the rest of my life. It's so weird. Like, I will never forget it. It was this Asian woman naked, just laying down, and a whole bunch of Asian guys surrounding her, just like poking her, like touching her with like one finger. So they would like all touch different. It was weird. It was really fucking weird.
For whatever
And then-
reason, Stan's dad comes to play. Because there was one episode where Stan's dad, like, it was when there was, like, no internet, and, like, the internet was gone. And they go to some, like, refugee camp because they made it look like internet was, like, this godly thing, and now the world is going, like, to shit. And he snuck into the only place that had internet for, like, a little bit, and he's just looking at porn, and he's just like, Asian bukkake porn. Asian shit on me porn. Asian, it was just Asian every time.
It wasn't even that though. Like it wasn't even super sexual. Like they didn't have sex with her. They just poked her.
With what?
Their finger.
Oh.
It was really weird.
Maybe
and
your
then,
dad likes a finger fetish.
I don't know. So then
You ever asked him?
No, hell no. Maybe like a year later, we were on vacation and my stepmom has like an RV. So we were in the RV, and I don't know how it happened. I guess she was on my dad's laptop, and I think she found porn. And I don't know if it was that porn or porn that I was watching on his laptop, which I admit I did a couple of times. But she found some porn, and got really mad at him because she's a very Christian woman, and he took the blame for it. I was like, I don't know if he's taking the blame for me or for himself, but thank you. Because I don't want to get caught for that shit. But I guess, like, obviously he didn't know I was using it, so it's not like he was trying to cover for me. Like, he was, watching porn on his laptop and got caught. But I just remember being terrified, just being like, "Oh my god, do they know that I'm watching porn, or is this the porn that
It's the
he
porn he's
has?"
watching. I remember this is actually a funny story because of what happened after. I remember when I was my friend, his dad ended up moving like away for like work, right? And he left my friend who was like 16 at the time and his little brother was 13 in the house by themselves. And they were supposed to stay there for like 2-3 months by themselves. Now his dad didn't tell his like the relatives because they did have like relatives down the street, which I don't know why he just didn't tell them. But he would send the money and like I'd help him go to the store, and it was like that for like 2 weeks. And my mom found out, right? Just happened to come over, be like, "Oh, where's your dad? I just want to speak to him." And it's like she figured out that he wasn't there, and that they were only there. So like they convinced them to stay at our house for the month. One time we were coming back from the store, and I had uh anime that was like kind of like that's that ichi anime where it's like they're not showing like boobs or anything, but everybody looks like well endowed. Like all the chicks are fucking, why did I use a river term?
Chicks,
Well,
all the
like
ladies.
boobs like popping out everything. It was like a story where the guy ended up getting a harem, like shit like that. So we're coming back and we open my door and his 13-year-old brother is in mid-stroke, pants all the way down.
Ew!
And we were like, whoa, what are you doing, bro? And then I don't know what he was thinking, but he just stands up with his pants down. He's like, no, 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 let me explain. Whole time, Dick's just like flying left and right. And we're just
Ew,
like,
ew.
bro, cover up. And his dad walks in with my mom. And we didn't know his dad was going to just come back randomly. His dad walks in and then happens to walk. He's still pants down. Dad walks in and he's like, what the fuck? Grabs his belt and proceeds to whip his ass in front of us. Pants down,
Jesus.
just smacking him on the ass. And he's like, you embarrass me. Like, the whole time we're just laughing because we just couldn't believe what was going on. We were only gone for like, I mean, I guess enough time. We are gone like 10 minutes. The store is like literally like a street down. So, and we were on our bikes. We kind of just flew there and came back because we wanted to play video games. And in that time frame, and mind you, my computer was turned off. It was the kind of computer that took a while to turn on.
Yeah.
And he just gunned for it. Like he turned on my computer. He fucking got to my files where it had all the movies and shit that I put where I download. And he just was like, watch it. And it's just I don't know, man. I don't know what he was thinking.
So, do you remember how old you were the first time that you masturbated?
Weird question, but I don't know.
If you had to guess.
See, I had sex before I masturbated.
What?
Yeah. No,
What?
Yeah,
It's a weird conversation. Can I leave?
No, you're gonna have to answer the question next, so be ready.
Well, I was 13, and I had went over to New Jersey to visit a friend.
So you had masturbated before 13 years old?
Nope. I just never. I never had any interest in girls really. I was super into sports, man, and like just like video games. I didn't even see anime yet until I was like 14. That's when I think probably 14, because I remember by that time I was more interested in girls after I came back from New Jersey, for sure. After I came back from New Jersey, like
so girls, Jersey girls.
Yeah, man. It was just she was 16 and she was just kind of really flirtatious, and I looked a lot older than a 13-year-old. I looked like a 16-year-old. And she just lived down the street from my cousin. We went to go visit my cousin because my mom had like a week off, and it was like, I think it was like spring break, and we just went there. And I just hung out with her and at one night, and she was just like asking me questions about like if I liked somebody or anything or what I've done, and then it just went from there.
Jesus.
She was actually like just wanting to like try it. I think it was more of a curiosity thing for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I got way more into like curls after that. Because before
Well,
then,
obviously, you just
I
had
didn't
sex.
even
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
even think about it. Like I had never like jerked off to my knowledge from that point. And I wasn't even thinking about any girls. Like I didn't have any crushes or anything. Like there was a couple girls I thought that were cute, but like I didn't have any crushes whatsoever. I was like super into like soccer at that time. You have no idea.
Amanda, how old were you?
This question is weird because I don't think that masturbation is inherently sexual when you're a kid.
No, I agree, and that's what my story is going to be. But go ahead.
So, I mean, probably like 7 or 8 or 9.
How did we get to our masturbation stories? Like,
I don't know, but
Oh,
we're
it's always
exploring, all
Frenchy.
right? Yeah, it's me. I want to know.
see, I was gonna call this episode the tobacco fiasco, but now I don't know what to call
No,
it.
it's a dirty dozen. I'm telling
Tabasco fiasco.
Tabasco fiasco.
Tobacco. The
Oh, my
fuck are you
bad.
talking
My
about?
bad.
you. It's not about me, all right? No, that's why it's called the dirty dozen. We're talking about dirty things.
All right.
So, Amanda, I'm with you. When I was younger, I don't know what age exactly. I would say maybe 10. I would get a chair and I would turn it on its side and I would lean it towards me and I would just rub up against it. And I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know why I would do it. I just knew it felt good. And it was something that, like, I could just watch TV and do this and feel good. Like, it was not a big deal. And my mom caught me and she got so mad, but she never explained why it was a bad thing. So I just kept doing it, like, sneakily.
The same mom that listens to this podcast?
No. I had her listen to a portion of it, but I didn't tell her what the name was. I just hooked it up to like her like car, and I was like, okay, so you want to listen to a little bit of it? And I pre-listened to make sure like it was okay, but I didn't. I skipped through like the introductions and what it was called, and
Your mom didn't get the name of the podcast?
No. I skipped through that. I knew to skip through that. And I knew like to skip through our names and everything. So I found like a chunk.
That would be a great story to hear in the future podcast.
Right?
So my mom found that episode.
Yeah. I would love to hear a take on it though, because we haven't talked about it ever. But I remember doing that. But the first time that I feel like I was, I guess, sexually awakened was 10th grade. And it was the first time that like I was curious, so I printed out on our family printer like a few erotica stories because I didn't have access to like a computer or anything like in my room, so I printed out a few, and then I would my mom had like this foot massager, but not really. It was like a foot massager, but it was just like a little motor on the inside, so I took the motor out of it and I would use that and read the stories. It was so weird. Like,
you didn't have like a really powerful shower head or something?
No, and I didn't really understand how to like do it myself. I knew the term vibrator and I knew that vibrated, so I used it.
At what point, because I see you're using a lot of objects around the house, at what point did you just think, I'm just going to use my hand?
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was ever a thing. Like,
You just really looked at your hands and like, what do I do with
Okay,
these?
no. Wait. In her defense, it's not easy.
Okay,
No.
I'll give you
And
this
there's
much
not a lot
credit.
of
We have to
information
use our
given to you
hands.
about it.
We have to use our hands. We didn't have any fleshlights back in the day. Our hands
No.
were
And no one ever told me that like I could just do it myself. I later found out like in a Cosmo magazine, like it was like how to masturbate, and I was like, oh, cool.
Cosmos, man. They teach you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. I'll
Such
do that. But
education.
like, this was like at the very early stages of me being actually interested in sex. Was 10th grade. Before that, I had no interest.
So what you're saying is you would have benefited from an education system that had sexual education.
That was like, hey, you could do it yourself. Like, I would have benefited, but at the same time, I was fine. I found my way.
Everybody finds their way eventually.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll find your way once you see like a porno, like, and then you see what they're doing. You're like, okay, let me try these tips and tricks.
But I did. I told you, like, I saw my dad's thing, and I was like, oh, what is this? I don't
By 10th grade,
understand.
I had a credit card and a fake ID, so I had
Oh, yeah,
extra.
no.
Didn't have
Yeah.
a fake ID, but I did have a credit card. I don't think I needed the fake ID because I look so much goddamn older than an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old.
I still get carded everywhere I go.
Mhm.
So
Same. I buy cigarettes and I get carded almost.
I
most of the time.
actually thank the people that card me
Why?
because it's be like, you really think I'm that young?
they're
Thanks.
literally just doing their job.
Hey, it helps my self-esteem.
One time a police officer asked me if I was old enough to drive my car.
Wow. How old are you when that happened?
I was like 22.
What a good compliment. But also terrifying.
Were you driving and he stopped you? I'm like, wait a second.
I
Child.
was on my way back from like I was in like a CVS. I had gone in to get like my birth control or something, and I was walking out with just like a prescription bag in my hand and maybe like some coconut water or something from the refrigerator. And it was in my old Jag, and I didn't have like a button. You had to unlock it with a key.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I had locked it because I don't always lock it, so I don't have to use the key. And so I just walked straight up to the door and went to pull on the passenger handle to put my bag in the passenger seat. And the cop was outside the front. And when I walked around to get into the front seat, he stopped me and he was like, "Is that your car?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Are you old enough to drive that car?" And I was like, "Yeah, do you want to see my ID?" And he was like, "No, you're fine."
I had a similar
That's so
thing.
weird.
I had a similar thing, but it was completely different, but the same reason. Was driving with my cousin in my aunt's BMW in a very suburban area, and we stopped for gas, and the cop was like, "Is that your car?" I was like, "No, it's my aunt's." Like, "Do you have any ID?" He ID'd me for sure. I was like, "No way does this kid have this car. What the fuck?"
My car looked pretty. It was a piece of shit. It was an XG8.
My car didn't look like a piece of shit. It just looked like an old man's car. Like, I had a Toyota Corolla, like 1998, and it literally, I got it from an old guy. Like, my mom just saw a for sale sign on this car in this neighborhood, and it was just this old guy who'd use it to go to the store. Like,
That's the best kind of first car to get.
it was a steal, man. It had like, for a 98 at that time, it was like 2007, 8, and it only had like 50,000 miles.
That's
Like,
not bad.
the man bought it and literally would just go to like the store down the street, maybe like go visit other family, but other than that man stays home.
My Jag had like 140,000 miles on it.
I don't
I'm
even
trying to remember the
my first
cars
car.
I've had.
I had to put a new radio in it because the radio stopped working. I had to get a new key printed for it because the key stopped working. And there were like those old circular keys
Yeah.
with like the
Mhm.
very specific indents in them. It cost like $600 to get a new one made specifically for the car.
Oh my god.
It had like the old school like car phone
Yeah.
in the center console, but it didn't work. And while I was attempting to remove it myself so that I could put an actual container in there to put my cigarettes in to hide them from my parents, I
Understood.
hurt the wiring. And so I had to take it to a shop, and they had to teach me what not to do when I'm trying to unwire something myself.
Here's how you know I was like a dumbass when I was a kid, like at that age with the car. I saw my friend have a car and he had a manual, and I was like, "Yo, it's so cool when you drive a manual. Like, you just switch the gears." I'm like, "I want a manual car." My dumbass was like, I started calling up auto places, and I was like, "How much would it be just to like switch my automatic to a manual?" And they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, because I just really want a manual car." They're like, "So buy a manual car." I'm like, "Well, I already have an automatic. I just want to switch a manual." Like, what? Like, would you just need to take out the thing in the middle, like the fucking what is it called?
I don't know.
The thing you switch gears.
Prindle.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. All right, sweet life from Zach and Cody. Yes, the Prindle.
But yeah, the guy on the phone was like, "All right, you want me to really tell you how much it would cost to do that?" And I was like, "Sure." It'd be like a $4,000 job, bro. It'd be like what your car is worth. Don't even think about it. It just hung up on me.
Good.
He
'cause
knew
you're
I
an
was
idiot.
dude. He knew I was just a young kid. I sounded like super young. I was just like, yeah. And he's just like, no, man, we're not gonna. We wouldn't even want to take that job. Dude,
I got my eyelashes permed today. Does it look like I'm wearing makeup?
no, but I can definitely tell that your eyelashes look like they got done.
Okay. I still smell the chemicals.
Ooh.
How long does it take to do that?
It was like 45 minutes.
Oh.
If you get the actual extensions, it takes like 3 hours.
I feel like as a woman, you guys just have to take so much more time to want to look like as pretty in your eyes. Like I guess how you guys would want to look, but for a guy, it's just like just throw on whatever we're wearing.
I think it's
and
hot
that's-
when guys wear makeup.
Like at the most, we're what, gelling our hair, putting an
See,
earring on.
I don't want to be a guy. I'll make that clear.
Why?
But I act as if I'm under the same rules as a guy. I don't wear makeup. I don't do eyelash anything. I don't do any of that because I don't care. Like I don't
Yeah.
care how I look. Like,
But
I'm not
wouldn't you
trying to
wanna?
impress
Wouldn't you
anybody.
wanna be a guy for like 5 minutes just so that you don't get judged for that? Because I feel like as a woman, if you like don't care anything, they'll still judge you because you're a woman. Like, oh, you're not looking pretty. Like, or some.
It depends on what
people.
kind of crowd you're in. There's plenty of people that aren't gonna give a shit, just like you don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah,
I mean by like society basis, like you know what I mean. But if
You
you're a guy,
don't
they don't
need
give
to
a
care
fuck.
about society. Doesn't
Yeah, I
really
don't
affect you
I don't
most
give
of the
two
time.
shits. If I cared, I would try. But I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care what people think, like strangers think about me or when they look at me. Like, I don't care. I'm never going to see them again. Like, I am not trying to impress anybody. I don't give a single shit. I don't shave my armpits. Like, I don't care. I haven't shaved my legs in months. I
do not shave my armpits either.
Because you're a guy. For girls, like,
Hey, some guys shave their armpits.
some. But
Mostly swimmers.
I remember at school, like this year, because I don't shave my armpits, like in the summer, once school started, I would wear like sleeveless shirts. And I guess like at some point I lifted up my arm so you could see. And on my bulletin boards in the back of the room, I had like tables back there. And one of the students wrote on my bulletin board, Mr. Salt doesn't shave her arms.
That kid's a menace.
Or armpits. And I was like, who the fuck cares? Why do you care? Why do you care what I do with my armpit hair? Like, I don't like shaving my armpits. It hurts. Like, when the hair goes back, it hurts. I just want to leave my armpits as they are. And plus, then I have to spend money on getting razors. I'm not getting razors.
Technically, hey, you can just come back and be like, bro, I probably have more hair than you. You're a guy.
True, I do. But I don't care. Like, that whole thing of getting hair removed or shaving it is all society. Like, it's not a normal thing. It's because society tells you that that's what you should do. And I'm over it.
Well,
I'm at the point
it does
in my
it does
life
help
where
it does
I'm like,
help
I don't
with
give a
itching.
shit. Not for me.
Sometimes it itches over there, you know.
It itches.
I think
over there
it's
when
important
shave.
to have your own standards of confidence. So I had plenty of years, like when I was in high school and early in college, where I made it a personal point that I wouldn't shave my arms or my legs or my armpits. It was part of my protesting, my Earth Day protesting, to get rid of single-use plastics. Thankfully, we have a lot of alternatives for feminine products that are a little more environmentally sustainable than they were back then.
But for me,
So it's
it's
like-
mostly about money. Like, I'm not going to spend the money to get razors. I'm not. I could spend that money doing something else that I enjoy other than shaving my goddamn pits and arms. Like, I don't give a shit. If you don't like it, you're not going to like me. Okay? Like,
Do you grow any hair that you have to grow enough hair that you have to shave like a mustache or something? Because I know some
Yeah.
girls have had that issue.
I do.
Yeah.
I have to shave almost every day.
Yeah.
I got a lot of hair.
Yeah, some people
It's
do,
just-
man.
it's just my leg and pits.
I had a friend, man, he would cut his hair and that shit would grow back in 2 weeks. It was crazy.
I get some beard hairs that could rival the best.
Oh, okay.
Like
I do
inches
get
long.
I do get a couple of like random black hairs underneath my chin, but I pluck those. Like that's it, because it bothers me because I do touch like my chin and I'll feel it, and that bothers me, so I'll get rid of it. But my pits and my legs, I don't give a shit.
I feel like you really give a shit about your opinion to like an obsession point only when you're like very much younger, like high school, college, even before college.
High school, college, I was shaving everything.
Yeah, like high school, I cared about what I looked like. I was always rocking the nicest kicks. Like I still rock nice kicks now, but it's more like, I don't know, whatever kicks I like. I'm not trying to rock the hottest shit or something, you know? Like for guys, it's like more of an accessory thing. Like, because the only way we can look good is like working out and like looking like we're fucking like an action figure. Like that's the only way we can, because we can't do makeup. Well,
yes, you can.
Some guys do now makeup, but I'm saying this is when I was going through high school in like early 2000s. Like they weren't thinking like that. Now it's different. I don't know what the standard is in high school for like what you would look good in it, like as in like your appearance. I know back then it was like for guys, always looking good like with the clothes. If you have any like accessories, girls like when you had pierced ears, or at least some did in my high school. One girl's like, if you don't got pierced ears, I'm not dating you. I remember that to this day.
I feel like the flip for me is that in high school and college, I did it for other people. And then after like my first 2 years of college, when I was like, I'm not doing stuff for other people anymore. And I just kind of let self-care be like on the back burner. Like, because I didn't care what other people thought anymore. And that's a great mindset to have. But now I'm like, I want to dress for the confidence that I want to portray to boost myself ahead in my career and in my own confidence, because I've always struggled with that. And so now it's like a point, like take this hour out of your week to plan your outfits, think about what kind of emotions you want to portray through the way that you're looking. It's like power posing before you go into a meeting is how.
I have cute outfits and stuff, which I feel confident in, but I feel like the fact of me shaving or not doesn't affect that. Like, to have hairy legs, I'm like,
I guess it's not so much what you're doing, is that if I wasn't going into the bath to wax and to do my oil treatments and to do my hair treatments, I just wouldn't take the bath. I would just work more or study more or watch TV. Like, I wouldn't take that time for myself. So it's like
it doesn't benefit me to take that time for myself. It does for you, but not for me. For me, it's like I still feel like I'm trying to please other people to do that. And I don't want to please other people. Like, if my future husband is disgusted by my leg hair, you're not for me. Because I'm not shaving my leg hair. Like, sorry, not sorry. If you, and this might be TMI, but if you want me to shave my vagina because you want to go down on me a lot, sure, that's fine. But at this point, like, I don't care.
Hey, some guys like force. I like to be in the weeds.
If you do, come in my DMs. Like, I'm ready for that. I've got a forest. Like,
it's uncomfortable.
My forest is ready for you.
Not with the clothes that I wear. If I don't shave, it's just uncomfortable. No, not my legs. Shave. I can go without for months on my legs. But like, I don't know, my hair gets so long that like it will tug against like my leather pants and my jeans and stuff, and I can't do that. I can't deal with it.
No, I guess mine isn't as long. It's not as bad. But if like my partner prefers that and they'll go down on me more, then like sure, I'll shave whatever or wax or whatever. I don't care. But like it's not to please you like physically, like a physical look. Like, if it's just because you think it looks gross, then leave.
Do you care about a guy having a lot of hair down there?
Nah. I'll pick the hairs out of my teeth. I don't care.
Nah, I got preferences.
No, I don't. If it's just to please him, I don't care. Like, I'll do whatever.
All right. I respect that.
Okay. If you don't care I have hairs, I don't care you have hairs.
I'm so over human. That comment. Pluck the hairs out of my teeth. Oh my god. Yeah, you're definitely the freakiest one in the whole group. You and River.
Oh, I am.
You and River.
Oh, I'm so freaky. I'm so
River
freaky.
Nibbles, you pick hair out of your teeth.
No, River is not actually freaky. Like,
No,
he's not.
I wouldn't. No,
He
no, no, no,
enjoys,
no,
he
no, no,
enjoys
no, no,
being
no.
missionary,
Do not discredit those church boys, because those church girls too. Those church boys and church girls.
Yo, they went to camp.
Yeah, man, they go on a different level. You don't even know. You don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. From what I know about River, I don't think they're being freaky.
Nah, man. He's got the cocoa butter.
Y'all ever heard about this generic lotion you can get on Amazon?
Oh my god.
River, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I believe that River is probably
Yo,
freaky
that
on what
was
he
still
says.
the best episode of Pod.
Yeah, there's no way you're divulging that much info and you're not doing it. Like, who comes up with
they're
that shit?
definitely doing it. Like,
Who the
she's trying to
fuck
get
comes up
pregnant.
with that shit?
Yeah. But I don't know. For me, I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't
What?
affect me
Okay,
either
so
way.
what if you have more hair than the guy and he's like, hey, can you just trim it down?
I'd be like, yeah, if that's what you want.
Let's have the
Like-
same consistency of leg hair. I don't want you to have more than me.
I don't mind shaving my legs or whatever if I have a reason to. You know what I mean? Like, if he wants to feel my smooth, hairless legs, and that will lead to other things, sure. Like, if that's what turns you on, sure.
That's his fetish. Smooth legs. The smoothest
But-
of legs will only turn him on.
Yeah, but like that has to be communicated to me, you know?
So what I was gonna say, what if he asked you? Oh, this is the same thing.
I don't know, but as far as my armpit hair, I don't think I would change that. Honestly, because it really does bother me when I do shave because it gets very itchy and very uncomfortable
Yeah.
in my armpits. Like that, I'm leaving my armpit hair. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I've gone now 2 years without being irritated by my armpits because I haven't shaved them.
You don't
Like, I'll wear
get itchy?
deodorant.
You don't get itchy at all?
No, not with my hair. No. I only get itchy when I shave it.
Do you work out at all?
No.
That's why.
But Soul, I'm constantly walking around and doing shit at work.
Nah,
for
I
8
mean
hours.
see, mine got because I would go play basketball for like 6 hours a day. I'm dripping buckets of sweat, and I'm pretty sure that's what causes like it to itch. Dude, my legs would itch too. Like after when I take off the knee pads, like the sweat underneath it's all itchy. I need to take a shower.
Yeah, if I don't
afterwards.
shave my legs, they get really, really,
Fucking
really itchy.
need
Well, like
to
it's
take a
it's a
shower.
certain length. Like I'll go like 2 weeks without shaving if I don't need to, like, especially winter if I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But the second it gets to like a point where like I think it's when the hairs start to like bend, like they get long enough to like curl into each other.
Yeah,
is
I
when
mean
it just
that's
gets
how
ridiculous
I
and I
have
have to
long
shave.
hair. I have long I'm a hairy dude when it comes to like my legs.
I don't even use razors. I have like this electric like buzz razor, and it doesn't make your legs smooth, but just like like a trimmer for when it gets long because it's so uncomfortable
feel
when it
like-
gets sweaty that I can't.
I feel
do
like
it.
I got lucky with like hair wise. Like my legs are a little hairy. My arms are not as much. My dad has like a crazy amount of chest hair that I never inherited. I guess I got a little bit of it. My dad, it looks like another set of hair on his head, on his chest. Like it's crazy.
I know, but I love chest hair. Is that weird?
No, I think if you'd like my dad's, it would be a little too much. Because that's my dad. That's a little weird.
Yeah. Can you give me your dad's number? I just want to ask him something.
You'd fall in love with all that chest hair, man. Dude, it's
I
like a
would fall asleep
forest
on
on
it.
his chest.
See, I like that. It's comfy.
I used
Yeah.
to make fun of him when I was younger. I remember because I would like lay on his chest and I'd be like, "Hey, there's another set of pillows over here."
Yeah. No, it's nice. I like it. I think hair is a good thing, and I think Western standards have really. That's my opinion. Hold on, I'm feeding my cats. Give me a second here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind when it came to like hair. Well, then again, the girls that I was dating were like really like wanted to always be pretty. Like that's the image they had, is like, I need to put makeup on. So they would fucking shave their legs. Dude, it would be a fucking. When I remember one girl, like, she's like, "Oh, do you want to come with me? I gotta go get my my nails done." I was like, "Yeah." nails turned into her feet done, feet turned into her eyebrows being done. It was a salon too, so she got her hair done. We were there for like 4 fucking hours. I was like, holy shit. When I go to my barber, it takes 30 minutes.
So, to answer the original question before we got off topic, it took about 45 minutes to get my eyelashes done, and this makes it so that for the next 3 months, I never have to put mascara or eye makeup on again until I have to get them permed once more. So instead of spending 10 minutes every morning before I go to class, and also it's really cold outside, so if I put mascara on and then I walk to my class, it will just freeze, and then the globs like get under your eyes.
Okay.
So the 45 minutes just like makes my life easier. I could just not wear it, but I have see-through eyelashes, and I don't think I'm not pretty without the mascara, but I do look a lot more tired, and I've got these Italian bags underneath my eyes, and it's a lot more evident when there's not the darkness from the mascara. So I always get questions like, "Are you okay? Are you tired? Are you feeling sick today?" And I would rather people not think of me as weak, so it's my power pose.
I feel like there's women out there who look better without makeup than with makeup, and I feel like I'm one of those people. I feel like when I wear makeup, it doesn't look normal, you know?
See, I would like Lila, she puts like a little bit of makeup on, and that's all she needs. I find it when you have to put in like there's you've seen those like videos where it's like the girl, I don't know if she purposely makes herself look like as ugly as she can, like doesn't shave her eyebrows or whatever, and something like that, where she gets like, and then she puts on her makeup, and she puts on so much makeup, but she looks beautiful at the end. But it's like she's putting on foundation and like eyeshadow, like it's to the point where she's using all of it to like mask whatever else is going on. And like when you put on that much makeup, I'm like, what's even the point? Like, because then you take off the makeup and it's like you look like a completely different person. Like a little bit of makeup is
My
fine.
New Year's resolution was to stop wearing like foundation and concealer. I just got rid of all of it because I spend too much money on makeup.
What does foundation do? Is it just like to match?
It's just
Like,
pigment. It
just
evens your
pigment?
skin tone.
Okay.
Sits on
It
top of your skin.
Yeah, and it makes everything, like any kind of skin instances you have, whether it's pimples or scarring or super red cheeks, like it just makes everything look the same.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But on an opposite note, I love to put on a full face of makeup. Like I thoroughly enjoy just blasting my music before a night out with my girlfriends and picking out our outfits and coordinating our makeup. It's just great memories for me of high school and early college of being together with my girls and watching YouTube videos. And it's fun. It was for us. We didn't really give a shit who looked at our makeup while we were at the bar. It was, I mean, guys, do they care what color glitter we put on our eyes? Probably fucking not. But we had an absolute blast, and it's fun. I don't think we were prettier with the makeup, but would 10 out of 10 would do again if I wasn't trying to heal my face.
Yeah, when I was younger, like high school, I loved putting on makeup because it was fun, but I don't think it made me ever look better, if that makes sense. Like it always
I don't
just
know.
looked
My
boring
sister
to
put a
me.
lot of makeup on me as when I was like 5 years old to see what I'd look like, and I look pretty hot. Even though it's a 5-year-old.
It's also a lot different now, I feel like, with social media because a lot of the filters are made to like be put on your face while you're wearing makeup. So I feel like bare face, you try to like get behind any of these trends and put these filters on your face, and it just looks like out of place. But if you
Which is
already
why
have
I don't use social media.
if you already have the face on and then you use the filters, you can like play with them a little more, and it doesn't look as ridiculous. So I feel like that has kind of pushed younger girls towards, oh, I need to wear this makeup so that I can look like that. That's not
Well,
how it was for me when I was in high school and
yeah.
putting on makeup. It
Well,
didn't
and
I mean
have
with
to happen.
as a middle
like
school teacher,
IG now makes like everybody, like I feel like a lot of more females think like that they have to look like the most prettiest they can and
yeah,
using makeup.
yeah. As a middle school teacher, I can tell you it's so detrimental to them for all of this to be out because their self esteem, all of my girls' self esteem is so low because everyone has these filters and all this makeup, and they're constantly bombarded with all of these images of unrealistic beauty standards that they feel inferior, and it's just sad. Like, it's really just ruining them. Granted, we had that. We had magazines and pictures and stuff, but at this
Yep.
point, it's all they see.
Magazines and those stupid plastic samples of lip gloss. My friends and I used to bring our makeup in our backpack and put it on in the bathroom before class. Their parents wouldn't let us have it. It's always been a beauty standard, and how popular you were was based on, were you wearing makeup? Did you have the cool makeup? It wasn't so much as, does your makeup look professional? Are you on Instagram? Like, it's a very different standard.
Yeah,
Like, the
very
beauty
different.
standards have always been there, but they shouldn't be professional quality. Are you gonna get famous from your pictures on Instagram?
Yeah,
It was just oh, are you fun? Do you have the strawberry lip gloss? Like, it's so different.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
very much like, are you looking as best as you can with these filters and makeup? It was more about having fun, and now you're getting judged based on your pictures completely. It's just it's really sad. It makes me really sad for my kids
My
because
mom even
they're growing
now.
up with very unrealistic beauty standards, and it's really affecting them.
Dude, it even the older generation is still like brainwashed by it. I feel like because my mom still goes out and gets her like hair done, gets makeup done, and everything. She's like, "Oh, I just want to look good when I go out, like pretty." And I'm like, "Well, you were just putting like makeup," and I think it was just because like I remember one day she did it because my stepdad asked her like, "Oh, do you want to like go out and like get your hair done or something so we can go to this place like some I don't know." And like my mom went out with works, and I was just like, "What the fuck? That's weird." Like you just go put makeup on in the kitchen like you always do.
Yeah, it's
I like getting my makeup done. It's fun.
I've never gotten my makeup done, except once at a wedding as a bridesmaid, and it didn't look as good because I wore glasses and they didn't try, so it looked like shit.
I've
Like,
done my
oh, you're
makeup a
ugly
few
and you have
times.
glasses. Like,
No, and they do the makeup for your face without glasses, and then just let you put your glasses on. I've been there.
no, it's always like, oh, you have glasses. I'm not gonna try. So they just like give me mascara, like a little blush. I'm like, I look the same. Like, what was this? Why am I paying $50 for you to do my makeup when
I like to have
you're
my
not
makeup
making me
done
look better?
because there's a few specific things that I never do because I'm not good at it. It's something that takes artistic skill, like contouring, and I do like basic. I like to do glitter eyeshadows, but I can't do like the second eyeliner line, like the fine lines. I cannot. My hand is not steady enough to do that. So when I get to go and get my makeup done, I get to experiment with things that I couldn't do myself, like the fine lines. They always do my eyebrows really nice. I can't do my eyebrows. I always just brush them. It's enjoyable. If my husband was like, "Hey, we're gonna go out and do this. Do you want to go get your makeup done?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, you're paying." If he was like, "You have to before we go to this event," I'd probably slap him. But I don't think that's a weird thing for your significant other to suggest.
I mean, I guess I just need to get it done professionally that makes me look good. Because I feel like any makeup I've put on or any makeup that anyone else has put on me doesn't make me look better. It just makes me look completely different and not in a good way. And it's always kind of haunted me over the years because anytime I put on makeup, I feel like it just doesn't make me look better. And that's the point of it, right? Is to make you look better.
Yeah, to enhance your features.
Yeah.
I was blessed with some girlfriends in school that would just over and over again, we would just test makeup on each other until we found stuff that worked. And that was pretty much how my experiment, how I thought it went really well, and how I wore my makeup for a very long time. And then I went and I got my makeup done for a I don't even know what to call it. It was like a company party for my friend who was announcing a promotion, but it wasn't really a party because her family owned the company. It was like a debut. It was a weird, really fucking weird Southern company party. But she invited me to it, and we had to get her makeup done by her makeup artist. And this lady was so sweet. And she like as she was putting the makeup on my face, she was like, "Here's what you did. Here's what you could have done." And she did that with like every single part of my face until it was complete. and it was just transformative. I still use those tips. It's been like 9 years. So just need that one good bit of advice.
Yeah, I've never had that. Like my mom didn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't know. Like I would like to change my opinion, but at this point, I've
Well,
gotten
what's the need?
so
Yeah, I like that. I think I look better without makeup. I think that's a great point of view to have. But
yeah, no, I really truly feel like I look better without makeup, especially because I feel like when I do, I feel like I'm pretending to be someone I'm not. And I know that's not the case with most people, but for me, I like to be the most genuine, truthful person I can be. I want you to see what I look like normally, because then for not to get into the whole thing, but I don't like being judged on appearance alone. I feel like I have a beautiful, amazing personality and I love who I am. I love my personality. I've worked very hard to get to where I am. I feel like I'm a genuinely nice, helpful person. And I want people to see that for me. And for me to wear makeup or try to pretend to be someone I'm not or to look like someone I'm not just feels very disingenuous to me. And I know a lot of people don't feel the same way, but I just I just want to put who I am on display. Like if you are interested in that, great. Like I want to get to know you, but if you look at me and you're like, "Oh god, she's wearing a baggy t-shirt and, Softy shorts," which is what I walk out in Phoenix. Like if they don't like that, then they're not going to like me because that's who I feel like I am as a person, just someone who's super laid back, who doesn't give a shit about what you look like or any of that. Like I just want to know you.
I have the opposite opinion when I walk out into public. I really like your opinion. I think that's a very incredible and sweet and self-loving way to feel about yourself. But if I'm out and not with friends or family, I want people to look at me and think she's got her shit together. I don't want to mess with her and just go on with their lives and never think about me again.
See, and that's crazy because for me, I want people to look at me and forget me. Like I want to be a little fly on the wall. I don't want people to notice me ever. I want to be a little church mouse, I've always
Church
been
mouse.
seriously though, like I've always been terrified of being kidnapped or raped or targeted or anything like that. So I've just tried my life to blend in so that no one will look at me and be like, "Yeah, I want to rape that girl." And I know that that's really deep and stuff, but that's how I felt for a lot of my life. Like I don't want attention. I want to blend in.
No, I can understand that.
Like no one's gonna look at me in my baggy t-shirt and shorts and be like, "Yeah, let's let's put her in our sex trafficking ring." Like I don't want that. I want someone to look at me and be like, "Oh, that's a normal fucking girl who doesn't give a shit." Like
Unfortunately, the way you dress doesn't always determine whether you're sexually trafficked or
I
not.
know, I know, I know. But I feel like it does give a higher chance. Am I wrong in thinking that?
I mean, the infants that are sold into sex trafficking probably didn't dress for it.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying adult women. Purely adult women.
I think it's
I think
more
it's
of
more of
a
circumstance.
yeah. I think it's like
Like if you are in a bad situation and you seem like you're going to be an easy target, you're going to be that target. I don't think the price they put on your head is based on the value of how they think you're pretty. Maybe age. I think if you're
sometimes I
young.
think it's just like wrong place, wrong time. Because like let's say
Yeah.
like these people only get a girl at like 9 o'clock at night that happens to be on one street, and you happen to be that one girl in that street at that time, and they just snatch you up.
Or like
Like
women caught as they're leaving work, like servers,
yeah,
bartenders coming out black polo shirts, black jeans. Just because they know that that's their schedule, they're coming out at 11:45 each night. They're taking that street back to their car.
I
It's
think what you're saying makes sense. Maybe if the guy is, and this isn't the sense like
targeted towards sexual violence, which maybe I think is what you had
yeah,
intended in the
yeah,
first
yeah,
place,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
we
yeah.
took it off
Yeah.
track.
Yeah.
I 100% think is true. I think
Yeah.
more serious like trafficking is more of right place, wrong time, or
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah,
No.
place,
like
right
and
Yeah.
now
time.
a
I
guy
agree.
that just like
Or like naivety, like girls that fall for the job scams, call
Yeah,
this
yeah,
number,
yeah.
modeling scams, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Just like taking advantage, not so much of what you look like, but what you're susceptible to agree to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
if it's a guy that like I don't know, just happens to only like blondes, and that's unfortunately what he goes for, and like he
Then me and Amanda are fucked.
sexually assaults them, then I understand that point.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure.
go
I'm pretty
out.
sure that there's.
I'm gonna go out with a
Funny.
fight. Let him touch me.
Oh, I'm shitting my pants immediately.
Shitting my face.
No, I will.
Is that an actual like defense mechanism? That
Yeah,
some
no,
girls use?
I'm taking his hair with me. I'm taking his balls with me. They're all
Yeah.
going.
It's pee and shit your pants, but also get as much DNA on you as possible.
Oh.
Scratch, fight, scream.
Taking
do
the
everything
eyes.
you can. Yeah. But if you shit yourself, who's gonna be like, oh man, yes, I love it. No, they're gonna be like,
Well, I
"Ew."
mean, that guy is probably not going to give a shit. He's already committing a hell of a crime.
No, I mean, I've heard of stories of women who like did gross things, like pee themselves, shit themselves, and the guy's like, oh.
It depends on the
Right away.
situation. If you are on the
Oh,
street and it's like
yeah.
a serial rapist or murderer or whatever trying to catch you, I imagine that shit's not gonna work. They're just
Yeah.
going to take
It's
you.
not.
Yeah.
It's not.
But if you're at
on
a
the off
bar and
chance-
some scummy drunk frat boy slips something into your drink,
Yeah.
that'll probably deter the weak-minded.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing to do anything, you know.
I got mace. I got a
don't touch
taser.
me.
I got knives on my keys.
Did you?
Don't
Dad
fucking-
wants to buy
I
me a
saw
gun.
I saw a TikTok where it was telling like old news stories, and there was one where a guy was trying to rob a salon. Like he broke in there to try and steal like from the cash register, and the owner was there. Owner kicked his ass, tied him up, gave him Viagra, and then like forced sexed on him for like 2 days, and then just threw him like in front of the like a police station. I think like the next day. I don't know if they ever went after the lady. Like I don't know if you, because technically, isn't that considered rape?
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if you tie somebody up and force it.
I didn't.
Yeah, that's
know
what she like. She beat
Oh,
him
yeah.
up, then tied him up, and then force fed
Yeah,
him
she
Viagra.
definitely could have just called the police. But also, that's. Well, I don't remember. I think it was before I was even born. But the man who shot the man who raped his, like, very, very young daughter as he was coming out of his court case.
I think I remember
And
that
then got out after, like, 2 years in prison.
one. Yeah. No, I think I remember
I'm sure
that
they
one.
treated him like a hero.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I remember the one.
Like, is it okay to murder someone, point blank assassination in the head with a gun in a courtroom? No, it's not. But
If I
humans,
catch a
humans are
daughter,
human, and the jury is gonna side with you. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, was he in the right? Did that guy deserve to die? Yeah, probably. But that doesn't make it legal.
Do you have any assholes of the week, or am I the
I
asshole?
do.
Assholes
do.
of
You
the
wanna
week.
hear? Asshole of the week.
Wait, we got picks?
No pick. Okay. So I know we all know who the asshole is here, but I want to hear your opinions and or past stories about this. So, am I the asshole for giving my mother-in-law a fake copy of my house key after exposing her on Christmas dinner?
Exposing.
Are you ready?
Expose.
Yeah.
All right, this one is medium length. I want to preface this by saying that I, female 34, married my husband, male 37, a year ago. His mom is snoopy and annoying as fuck. She can't help it. That's just how she is, as my dear in-laws say. My husband and I purchased a new house recently. My mother-in-law kept pushing to get an emergency key. She promised that she would only use it in an emergency, but given the fact that she had an emergency key to our old apartment and walked in on us being intimate twice, parentheses, but my husband didn't think it was a big deal, parentheses, I just couldn't trust her, so I sent her a fake key after she kept pushing. And she had a smug look on her face after I hand delivered it to her. Days gone by, and on Christmas dinner, mother-in-law angrily called me out on the fact I gave her a fake copy of the house key. She shamed me for doing this in front of everyone. But in my defense, I asked her how she found out. And she said days ago, when she came over at 4 while my husband and I were out. I reminded her, didn't you promise you wouldn't use it unless there's an emergency? So you tried to get in when there was no emergency and you broke the promise you made us. She looked red in the face, and the other family started staring, and some even laughed at her for the face she made. She suddenly got up from her seat and rushed into the kitchen, where she had a huge meltdown so loud the next door neighbors must have heard. Literally, I've never heard a 60-year-old woman throw a tantrum like that. Needless to say, dinner went awkward, and my husband and his sister were giving me looks. My husband went off on me in the car and said I lied and manipulated and humiliated and exposed his mom, and said he wouldn't have let me get away with it if he had known. We had an argument, and he is demanding I apologize to his mom for my childish behavior and for ruining Christmas dinner for the whole family. Am I the asshole? Edit. So this went off unexpectedly, and I thought I'd show my husband some pretty helpful comments I found here minutes ago, but he got mad at me when he saw it and said I was nuts to talk about his family online. He demanded my phone so he could delete it, but I refused, and I went upstairs into the bedroom. I've never seen him so agitated, and I didn't think he'd react like that, honestly. But thank you so much for the support. It means so much. I'll update if I can. Is she the asshole?
No.
Before that, I'm feeling a divorce coming.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
I don't
it's
know
not
if it's a
gonna go
divorce so
well.
much as he needs therapy after years of obvious not having his own space because of his mother.
Yeah, my mom
Like
wanted my key
he's
to my
probably got
place.
shit he needs to work out too if his mom's been doing that to him since he's been a kid.
Yeah, my mom wanted my key to my place, and I was like, hell no, you're not getting a key to my place.
No. That's
Fuck
the obvious
that.
answer. No.
One, I already seen that shit with my sister. My mom would constantly go over there. I was like, hell no, I do not want her just showing up at my place unannounced.
My parents and my husband's parents all have keys to both of our houses and both of our cars.
Oh? How's that worked out?
Never once have they come over and done anything. Except once on the rental house, Zach's dad did come over to help us fix something so we didn't have to drive down from Columbus. But we requested him to go into the house and do that.
So you kind of knew it was a possibility at least.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's not the asshole. I think, I mean, that's her place too. She should be able to have personal space.
I also think she should have just told her no and
That's
made
what
it
I'm
her
saying.
fight then.
Is she the asshole for giving the fake key, or should she have said something prior?
I think she should have said something prior. I think she made that drama for herself. I think the mother is in the wrong for not respecting these 30-plus-year-old privacy.
But I also
she
feel like
thought that out for herself.
if she had brought it up, would she have had the support to change it? Or would have everyone ganged up on her? Like, did she need to do this to prove her point?
Well, she didn't prove her point. He didn't take her side, and the family was obviously upset.
Yeah.
But
Well, it seems like
just
the
put
family laughed
herself
at
in
her.
the position where she could have been attacked for it.
Yeah, it seems like the family laughed at the mom, and she was like, just.
It seems like some of the family finally understood. You know what I mean? Instead of her just saying like, "Oh, I don't want to do this," like now she has proof. The mom brought it up. Like now she has more support than she would have if she hadn't have done this. Because if she had done this or not done it and just said like, "I don't feel comfortable," they'd be like, "Oh, whatever." But now it's like, "Oh, The mom just said that she was going to go over even when she knew it was an emergency and no one was home. Like she needed this proof, right?
Yeah.
No one would have taken her seriously otherwise.
I think that if you're part of a family that's not going to take you seriously at all, then you should leave it.
Yeah.
Also
probably.
agreed. A divorce is definitely necessary. Agreed. The
It
husband
kind of
should take her side
sounds like the
immediately.
husband might be a mama's boy.
Well, he's
Mhm.
definitely a mama's boy.
Because
But
like,
that's something
if you're taking her side
that's
on
even
that
worse
one,
for her.
like if my mom was coming over on a constant basis, and my wife was like upset about it, like, hey, I want my own personal space, and my mom's not doing that, then yeah, like that's not okay. Like you got to draw the line somewhere. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and her walking in on them fucking twice.
Yeah, once I can
Like-
forgive, twice is
Yeah, it's like, get out, mom.
that's where I'm
Like,
taking
what are you doing?
yeah, that's where I'm taking the key.
Yeah. So divorce. That's what I said.
I'm pretty sure that's what the comments are after the update. Like, yeah, just fucking divorce the guy.
Yeah, the first comment is not the asshole. I'd rethink my marriage if my husband put his mother over me. Yeah, and they're pretty much all saying that.
I'm waiting to hear one that's like so in favor of the Redditor being the asshole. Like, am I the asshole for not for like
We've had a couple of those.
I found one the
but-
other day that said, am I the asshole for not calling 911 when my mother-in-law like had a heart attack? And I was like, yeah, you're the asshole. What? Like,
yeah, it's hard to find ones that are I feel like we'd get divided on. We've had a couple with Hammered, but most of them are clearly one or the other. There's no middle ground.
we need more like the Drake stories, the Tabasco fiascos.
Yeah, Tabasco fiascos. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to do?
Nope.
Should we go to shoutouts?
Yeah, so shout outs.
Okay, I'll go first.
No, I'll go first.
Okay.
I want to shout out this movie.
I'm gonna stab you.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I have two. So first, I'd like to shout out the new Scream movie. I saw it today. I've always been a fan of Scream. I got Jesus Christ, I got fingered to the first Scream movie.
Okay, cool.
I always hold like a special place in my heart. But I loved them before, and I love them now. And the new one just came out, and I saw it in theaters today, and it was great. I mean, I kept thinking, because the reviews were so good, I was like, how could they top any of this? And then as I was watching it, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, keep going. It
Wait,
wasn't.
are we talking about the movie or are you?
Yes, the
fingering
movie.
yourself?
Nope,
It's
movie.
okay.
Nope, movie.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, no, movie. I wasn't happy with some of the things that they did, but I understand why they did it. And if you love the Scream movies, you should definitely watch it. My second shout out goes to Bob Saget.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I watched Full House religiously. It was my favorite show growing up. I loved Bob Saget. I love him now. Like, I used to watch his stand up, and I loved him.
Did they ever say what happened?
They're doing a autopsy. It'll take a couple weeks, but they're guessing heart attack. And he touched my life a lot, and I know he did for a lot of people. So it's not like I feel like a special connection, but it's one of the first celebrity deaths that have happened where I actually got upset because I love him so much. Like, my dad was never around growing up, and Bob Saget was my dad. He taught me how to be kind. He taught me a lot of things. That show taught me a lot of things, and I feel like the world is kind of missing a light without him, and it really sucks. I don't know, he touched a lot of people's lives. And it just really sucks, because death is one of those things where it takes people who don't deserve it. And you spend a while wondering why. And it just, I don't know, it's not fair. And I'm going to miss him. And I wish that there was more. He deserved more, but he didn't get it. So I guess that's how life works.
All right. R.I.P. Bob Saget.
I'll miss you, Bob Saget. I really will. Thank you for the many, many years that I got with you.
Amanda? Shout out.
My shout out is to public transit because I recently had to buy a parking pass for school. And at my previous school, it was so small that you could walk anywhere. It didn't matter. And your parking was included in your tuition because it was a small school. And at OSU, it was $300 a month for a garage pass or $8 a month to park across town and then take public transit. And I've never had to do that before, so I was a little bit nervous, but it's been an absolute lifesaver. And it's like kind of relaxing, even though the bus is always crowded, to have like that 30 minutes of your day where you just don't have to think about anything except for standing on a bus.
Yep. That's how I feel about my morning commute. It's nice.
All right.
But an absolute lifesaver. I couldn't have afforded to be any closer to campus, and I was really, 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 I was like the biggest anxiety going into school again was how is this going to work? How am I going to get there? And
You
they
did
really
it.
have it figured out. So
Yeah.
a win for my anxiety. A loss for a lot of cities that unfortunately are not funding their public transit. And a lot of people don't have that luxury, but
Nice. Well, that's great. That's helping you. My shout out is to Kanye West. My
Shout out.
man.
you mean
Oh.
Ye?
Yeah, Yeezy. He finally conquered that fear of, I guess, or broke that wall because he just punched somebody the other day. Just full blown. They tried to get his like photo, and I forgot what what they said that he had the exchange, but it was something like, "Hey, everybody has to go through some shit like this," and Kanye just socked him and knocked him out. And apparently TMZ has like the aftermath of the video, and like somebody's trying to calm him down, and the guy's just like stiff as a board on the ground. But yeah, shout out to Kanye.
I don't think I'm ever going to talk to you again after you signed that.
He needs all the help he can get. Everybody donate to Kanye West. I just,
Imagine having millions of dollars and then getting offended enough to knock someone out and not have to have any consequences because
Yeah,
you didn't
fuck
want your picture to
Kanye.
be taken.
Fuck Kanye. He's a piece of shit.
All right, have a good night.
shout out to
thanks
Kanye.
for joining us.
I hope this spurs on another great album.
I hope our Dirty Dozen podcast resonated with you in some way or another.
I'm really sorry for the topics we talked about tonight.
We
I'm
learned
not.
a lot
enjoyed
about Frenchie.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I knew this was what Dirty Dozen meant, I might have had to make this
I don't think so. You
An
love talking
absolute
about dirty
tonight.
things. Don't even lie.
We crossed boundaries today. We crossed boundaries that I didn't think we were gonna cross as a group. So
We've literally crossed these same boundaries multiple occasions before.
Multiple
Yeah.
occasions. That's why I felt
On
comfortable enough to bring it
podcasts.
up. Yeah. So
we're habitual boundary crossers.
yeah, and we all love to masturbate, so it's not a thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't remember signing my name on that one, but have a good night,
Amanda,
guys.
don't lie. If you had to rate masturbation, where would you rate it?
What's
1 to
the
10.
scale?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
A really, really good session. Like
Just like generic.
no, not generic. Like into it.
I feel like I just gotta give it a 5, like a half, because it's not the real thing.
I don't know. Yeah, like 5 or 6. Like I'm not that hypersexual of a person, I suppose.
I just feel like whenever you just need a low one out.
But it feels good, you know?
A lot of things feel good, like tequila,
Weed.
bubble baths.
All right. On that note,
The-
bye everybody.
The crisp
Good
sound of a
night.
Coca-Cola.
Nope.
Mm. Cracking a cold one with the boys. Whoosh.
Cracking a
Boy.
cola with the boys.
Oh, Hydrophobes is here.
Oh, well, you
That
just got here when we're
Boy.
leaving.
I know. Even if
I'll be
Angel's
there
in Sweden,
on a-
I'll be there on the plane next weekend. Hey, come visit any of us. We're here.
We'll be
It's
back
awesome.
next week, Hydro.
But
talk-
Hydro, remember.
Hydros.
At this point, I'm just gonna say we start at 10 because we always start at 10.
No, we don't start at 10. You force us to
Okay,
start at 10.
You,
9:30.
a little before 9:30, I said we should probably finish the Spider-Man movie later, and you said, "Nah, it's almost
All right.
over."
Bye,
It's
everybody.
always full.
Well,
Everyone
we'll-
else, everyone's
We'll see you
here.
next week, 9:30.
Ah!
9:30. We'll see you guys. Appreciate all the love. Everybody have a
Yeah,
great
I'll
night.
see you at 9:30, and then you'll take a shit, and then we'll start.